I know a lot of people trying to copy scalping trades, and then they get into all sorts of issues. And what we notice is that most of the time people just don't know how to set up this right. And for us, it's like really obvious things, but I understand that when someone just gets into trade copying, it's you just don't know everything. So I'm here to explain this, and I want to show you the best scalping setup when copy trading. Okay, guys? So scalping trades are best copied when, first thing, all accounts are with the same broker. Okay? Technically, you can use trade copper with any broker. You can have different brokers, different like MT5, MT4, and so on. It doesn't matter. But with like when you're doing scalping, you're aiming for like 1, 2, like I don't know, 5 pips or whatever, or some people just aiming for half pip. It's like, oh my god. So you have to use the same broker. It's just like there is no other way. If you use different brokers, most of the time they will have different prices, different spreads, different swaps, different commissions, and in most cases all these things will be not in your favor, not in your client's favor. And when your master account will hit a take profit, the client account will not make any money, or just end up at break even, or in a loss, or whatever. A lot of things can happen and nobody can predict what will happen. Okay, it's just consider this scenario. Okay, you have like you open a trade on the master account, and then you close it for 1 pip profit, and let's say that's $10 profit. Yeah, okay. So on the master account, there was no swap, there was no commissions, the spread was like 1 point, like 0.1 pips, yeah, so to speak, and you got like your take profit for 1 pip. You with full lot, you got your $10 profit. Okay, now the same on the client account. Let's say it's from different broker, different trading conditions, and that account got charged commissions of $5, and then there was also a spread which is higher. Let's say it's like 0.7 pips, yeah, like 7 points, and then entry price was different as well. And in the end, when the master takes a take profit and it sends a signal to the client account saying that, hey guys, look, I just closed the trade. You have to close the trade as well. And all the client accounts, they will not wait for take profit. They will close the trade immediately because the master closed it as well. And what happens is that because of the spread difference, because of the different entry price, you're already losing like 70 or 80% of the profits, which means like you don't get $10, but you get like $2 only. And then on top of that, that client broker charged $5 commission. So that trade ends up like minus $3. So the master is making profit, but the client is not, because of all these different things. Okay, so just keep this in mind when you're copying trades and aiming for like bigger take profits, like I don't know, 20, 50, 100,000 pips or whatever, like swing trading, day trading, not scalping. Basically, it doesn't matter, if you're aiming like for 100 pips and there's a slippage of 2 pips and your client gets 98 pips instead of 100, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about 2 pips when you got 98 pips still, So that's really good. But if you're scalping, that's a total different game. So it's always best to do this on the same broker. Okay, guys, just keep this in mind. Also, another important thing is that all accounts are of the same type. It's like, imagine the scenario that you have a IC markets broker on the master side, and you tell your clients, okay guys, I'm copying scalping trades, so you have to get IC markets account as well. And then they come to IC markets account website and they open a standard account. And it turns out that you have a raw account, but they have a standard. Now, raw account gets charged commissions, but they have really, really small like spread. Like euro dollar spread is, you know, oftentimes is zero. It's like, can you imagine? Oftentimes the spread is zero in euro dollar on IC markets, but they charge the small commissions, okay? But on the standard account, the spread might be like 1 pips maybe. There's no commission, but the spread will be 1 pip. And if you aim for 1 pip on your master account, okay, but the spread is bigger on this client account because it's a standard account, not a raw account, like IC Markets offers raw and standard account. So this means that you know, because of the spread, you won't get any profit. So it means that there will be differences as well. While master will be making profit, client will not make that profit, okay? So just keep this in mind. It's like, you know, doing your business when you're like selling flowers, let's say, yeah, and you buy the flower, you know, for 90 cents and you sell them for $1. So at the end of the day, you should be like kind of profitable, but if like few of the roses die and nobody buys them at the end of the day, you end up at a loss. So because there was so small profit margins on that on each flower, like 10 cents only. So that's why, you know, businesses buy flowers for like 50 cents and sell them for $5, you know, because at the end of the day they can throw out 50 roses if nobody bought them and they still are profitable. Yeah, so scalping is like you have really small profit margins on the client side, so to speak. Yeah. Another important thing is that all accounts are running 24/7. It's like 24 hours a day and 7 days a week on a VPS server near your broker server. That's the main keyword, near your broker server. It's like ask your broker where they host servers. It's like imagine if your broker is hosting servers in New York, like IC Markets does, for example, their servers are in New York, and you get a VPS somewhere in Asia or even in Europe, there will be like more than 100 millisecond latency. And for scalping, that's bad, you know. For day trading, swing trading, long-term trading, you don't care about that. If it's 100 milliseconds, I'm happy about it. I can do trading on my Wi-Fi with 200 millisecond latency. I don't care about it, okay? Because, you know, I'm aiming for like 50, 100 pips and so on. But if you're scalping, it's really important to have latency as small as possible. And you can do that only if you have all the servers hosted at the same country, at least, yeah. It's even best to host it in the same server room. Like with IC Markets, it's New York Equinox, I think it's called, the data center. You know, you have to get servers there, and they're expensive there. You know, you can't get a VPS there like for $10. But basically, they will cost more. But then what happens is that they will work as fast as like technically possible because those servers will be close to each other. Okay, so that's to keep in mind. Okay. The next thing is to watch that the computer is not overloaded, or the VPS server, yeah? I always say stick to this rule to keep your CPU load below 70%. If you open Task Manager, you can see the CPU load, and if it's below 70%, you're good to go, okay? That's good. If it's above 70, you know, don't load more MetaTraders on it. Get a new server for if you need to set up more MetaTraders. But if it's below 70, You can try maybe you have room for one more MetaTrader and so on, okay? And the last thing is to have internet connection as fast and as reliable as possible. So usually if you get a VPS server, that happens like kind of instantly, yeah, because all the VPS servers are hosted in these specially designed and server rooms. Of course, not all the VPS servers are equal. There are lots of rubbish VPS servers and there are lots of great VPS servers. Okay, basically internet connection should be fast and reliable, and latency should be 50 milliseconds or smaller if you're doing scalping. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe even like 20 milliseconds or smaller. I believe 50 should do the work, but the smaller it is the better, So we have to check the connection status on MetaTrader in the right bottom corner. Let me show you. You can see I have these MetaTraders, and each of them at this right bottom corner, they have this connection status, okay? You can see them. If I click on them, it will open this menu and it says login, rescan servers, and now it says server names. It's so like a data center, okay, for available data centers for this broker. Like DarwinX, they have two, primary and primary 2, it's called. And you can see the latency in milliseconds. It's 35. That's really good, okay? I could say that's really good. You can get this even lower if if you get the right VPS next to your broker and stuff, But for me, like anything below 100, I say it's okay. For scalping, anything below 50, I would consider good, okay? But the smaller, the better. Now, if we check on this one, it doesn't show it. So I don't like this thing actually because it's not showing it always. It's for MetaTrader 5, maybe it's different. I'm not sure, but if we hover the mouse on it and just leave it, you can see it shows it for a few seconds. Ping 35 ms, like 35 seconds. So ping and latency is sort of the same thing, yeah? So I have 35 connection as well. So that is good as well, okay? Now let's check on this one. If I click it, it shows me available data centers. And you can see I'm connected automatically to the Admiral Markets data center number 3. It's a demo accounts, obviously for demo trading. But there are available other. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. But all these is like all below 100 milliseconds, like 65, 62. The best one is 48, so it automatically connects to the best one. But there's another one, you can see, number 6, and it has a milliseconds, like 341 milliseconds latency. That is quite slow, but of course I don't connect to it, and MetaTrader automatically doesn't connect to it either. When it, because it sees these better ones. But this is probably some other part of the world, probably Asia or something. So, but if you're in Philippines or Hong Kong or I don't know, Singapore, Australia, this number on this, data center number 6 probably is way lower. Okay, because you are near to that data center, and all these data centers that you can see there, they probably will be something 200, 300, 400 for you. Okay, it just depends on what part of the world I am and where are those servers. And on this last account, we can check its IC markets. Look, they have this FRK. I don't know, I would guess maybe it's Frankfurt, I don't know, LD, NVIR, OH, HK, not sure what those mean, but HK could be Hong Kong. But basically you can see 130 milliseconds, 446, okay? And it as well depends, which part of the world you are, where your VPS server, where is that data center, and so on. MetaTrader automatically connects to the best one, but that's how you can know the latency of your MetaTrader, okay? And you can see it's connected to this one. So IC markets have 130 milliseconds latency. For scalping, it's a bit too much, I would say. I would better get another one, okay? And as you can see, like this one has a good latency, this one has a good latency, and this one has a good latency too. But I have IC markets there, and it has a bad latency, for scalping, I mean. So basically, scalping trades, if I copy from DarwinX to DarwinX, that's fine. If I copy from DarwinX to Admiral Markets, it's so probably. We have to check each and every trade, okay? So let's see. Open price 128.159, and this one is 164. You can see a difference of half pip, yeah. But then we can try to compare the prices of euro yen. Let's see, where is euro yen? Here we go, euro yen, and let's find the euro yen here. We can see the price is different. I don't know, maybe it's too small for you to see, but the difference is about 0.4 pips, like 4 points or something like that. Let's see what's the spread. Spread. Yeah, we have spread 6 points on DarwinX, but we have 15 points on Admiral Markets. So it's not good to copy from DarwinX to Admiral Markets, okay? Because, trading conditions is different. Price is different. So you just can't get the same price. It's, different broker, different rules, different things, okay? And when it comes to IC markets, if we compare euro dollar, it has zero spread. That's really good, okay? But they charge commissions, and they are probably bigger. Let's see. We have 50 cents commissions on 1 mini lot. So on 4.4 mini lots, it should be something above $2, $2 something. But we have, IC markets just charge $3 commissions. Okay, so it's just more. And then we have price difference as well by 0.5 or something pips as well. So, as you can see, you just can't do this copying with scalping. Like with day trading, swing trading, any other trading, it's okay. It doesn't matter if you get like half pip difference and, you get charged $1 more commissions, whatever, who cares? But for scalping, it's really challenging, okay? Let's try to see comparison of euro yen on this account. This is the same DarwinX account, but they have, but it's MT5. So yeah, spread is the same, and the price is the same. It's moving fast, but I can see that's identical. Okay, so that's how you copy the trades. Okay, I can compare euro yen there, but let's compare dollar yen. Okay, where is the dollar yen trade? Buy and buy. Let's see. We do have a difference a bit. Or not, 277, entry 277, that's okay, the same. Oh no, the price is the same. The price is identical. Entry price, it ends in 249, 249, 246, 246. It's like, as you can see, the price is identical because, you know, everything else is identical. So because it's the same broker, okay? So that's how we do it. You have to have the same broker if you're scalping, and this is how you will get the best possible results that you can get, okay?